This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
All right, let's talk about Instagram OSINT. Now, Instagram is going to be going right back to the pictures say 1,000 words type spiel that you've heard me say over and over again. But on top of that, we have some tools available to us that we can look at. I don't want to say there's not a wealth of information. It's just another platform that we can look at, though it's kind of limited in the searching that we can do. So I'll kind of give you a look into the world of Instagram. So if we take a look at my Instagram posts or my Instagram page here, if you want to look at a particular user on Instagram, you could go to instagram.com and then / the user. Now you can come in here and look at their pictures. It is limited. Sometimes you can look at the pictures without being logged into Instagram, but it really does get limited into what you can click on, what you can see, etc. When you look at Instagram too, as well, if you come into some of these posts, if you see something in the corner like this, that means there's multiple pictures. So you could see the Boston pictures that I had taken, and I was saying, hey, you know, kind of look at these. Tell me if you could see where I was at. Here's that picture from earlier. Now, if you look and look, somebody can identify the Fairmont Hotel is right here. So people can identify just from being there or knowing it. So but like you can look through pictures and see different things. Obviously, I've harped on that. We're not going to harp on that. I just kind of want to tell you what we can search for. Now, you could try to come up here and search for people and see, like, my name is TCM on here or the Cyber Mentor. So you're probably not going to find me, but you can try coming in here and searching an actual person's name. You can say, like, Heath Adams and see if you can find somebody named Heath Adams. And here are all the people named Heath Adams. You come in here and look for the person that you might be looking for. I wish there was a better way. Really, there's not in this sense. You can come in if you have a username, you could search by username. So, say the Cyber Mentor, you could do that and look, it'll pull me up and then see I'm under TCM. So, if you were going to search for me, you'd actually have to search for TCM. You could also come in here and look for tags. So, if you say tag the Cyber Mentor, you could see that there have been 8 posts about me on Instagram. And then you can come through here and just click on these and see, who has posted about me, what are they saying, etc. You can come kind of look through that as well. What you can do though is if you are on a user's profile, let's just go to a user's profile. Let's see if we can click on one that is not private. Okay, this one's not private. So you can go and look at who these people are following and see who they're following and if they have any relationship. So if I'm looking at people, the first thing that I kind of tend to look at is I tend to look at, like, what's the subject's name that I'm looking at. So say it's Adams, then I'm probably going to search through the people that they're following and see if I can find anybody with the last name Adams. Now, it's not as good of a search tool here when we're looking at it on the website. If you actually use the app on your phone, you have the ability to come through and search. So you can search like last name, first name, whoever, if you're looking for somebody in somebody's friends list. But this is just a nice tool to come through here and just say, hey, I'm looking. You can see if they're following any hashtags as well. You can see who's following them, what posts they've made, etc. So this is just kind of what you're looking for. You would want to see, okay, where is this person posted? Has this person been tagged in anything? And kind of look at it like that. So I'm going to go back. Now, say my profile was not public. Let's see if I can go back. If my profile was not public, then you would not be able to access any of this information. It would be completely private to me. So depending on who you get might depend on that. Now, if you can associate it or associate that profile or that name, if it's unique with perhaps another profile, sometimes we see people with multiple Instagrams or multiple Twitter accounts. If you could find another profile that has family members or something related to them or friends or whatever, you can then look at those friends' profiles, see if they're public, and then see if you can find pictures of that subject or that person on the profile and just kind of go through it. So as long as you have other ways to tie an individual to somebody else, that's kind of what you're looking for if you're finding yourself up against a private profile. But even here, you can come in here and see tags. Where was I tagged? Who tagged me? Blah, blah, blah. And just kind of see who I associate with as well. So you can really spin a web pretty quick if these profiles are public. Now, there's a couple other things that we can do. You can see that I have this picture here. You can come online. Actually, this isn't the one, but if you go to this Wopida, I think is how you say it, or Wopida, and you just come in here and you search the Cyber Mentor, you can see that it'll pull up some information here. There are some sites out there that if you look, and we'll go to Google here in a second, but if you look on Google, it'll tell you like if the page was ever public and it had some posts or pictures, you might be able to see them in cache form, or they might have them stored on their site. But you can also come through here and just see this kind of laid out, as opposed to what we were seeing, like pictures like this. You can actually just kind of see it laid out. This obviously has ads on this page, so it's hit or miss, but you can close out once the ads load. But this is a decent page to click through. The other thing is we've talked about the user ID. We talked about finding the user ID on Twitter. It's the same thing here with Instagram. If the user ID ever changes, you can come find the user ID, store that information, and then bring it back later in case they ever change their username. You can just come back and find out where this user is now with this user ID. Another thing that we can do is say that we find a profile and we want to grab that information. And then I know I'm kind of going a little bit quick here with the names up here. This code of ninja or code of a ninja was to find the Instagram user ID. This is again all in the resources down below. So if you want to click on those and follow along, please feel free. But the other side of this too is this instadp.com. If you do /profile /the username, you can come in here and say you want to see the image that's here. You can go full size, and then you can see a full size of this image. So now what can we do? We can save this image. We can use this to maybe reverse image search, try to hunt down this image somewhere else. And we've been through that drill already, right? So again, we have an image, and that's what we're tracking. Same thing with this website, imagein.com. If you do imagein / the account that you're looking at, you come here, you can look at the post. You can see the download next to the image up here. You can download this, or you can download any of these posts that you see here. So any of these posts. Why is that important? Because if you were on, say, Instagram here and you right click, sometimes it doesn't let you save the picture. If it tries to save this, it might save it as like a HTML or something that's not right. You can come in here and actually just download the actual image from the site. And that's nice. You get the full image, nothing like you don't have to crop, you don't have to try to screenshot, do anything. You just get the full image. So this is a nice way to come through and download artifacts in case you need them later to have a report or for your case or however it may be. And then lastly, please don't underestimate Google. So you might have a search where it's just like the Cyber Mentor, and then you might say site Instagram.com. All right, so anybody that search for or anywhere the Cyber Mentors come up, obviously my page. But if somebody mentioned me somewhere on here, or maybe if we just search for the Cyber Mentor without, or we put in quotations, or we just say like the Cyber Mentor like this, think about all the ways that you might be searching this. You might even just say the Cyber Mentor and no site. You might just say something like Instagram and see if it finds anything about me somewhere else. So you can see these different websites that show up here with Instagram photos, and you might be able to pull that down and as well and see if there's anything of there that maybe is not on my profile anymore that I have pulled down, or that maybe I had deleted, etc. So just things to get your wheel spinning and thinking about. Again, it's just more of the same as you go across these different profiles. The techniques change a little bit, but the concepts and the methodology really doesn't. So that's it for Instagram OSINT. We're going to move on to the next social media platform.